All right, agents, so pretty soon we're going to be doing a whole series on each of the missions of the game running solo with our green to gold build right here. And that'll be a lot of fun. But what we're going to do today is go with our Imperial dance party. All right, so real quick, we'll talk about the specialization. All right, so as far as the specialization goes, as I alluded to, we're going to be running the Technician. This will give us the Amped for the +1 skill tier. We'll get access to the Faraday Field. So this unfortunately doesn't work with the shock traps, but the Hive will put out a Faraday Field so we can help protect ourselves and our teammates simply by putting the Hive down. This is great against the Hunters here in the countdown. You do get access to the Link Laser Pointer, so you can help pulse targets if anybody's running into that new cool spotter or pulse gear set, the Kingbreaker, the Flatline perk, any of that stuff. You can help to contribute to team damage by helping to spot dudes if you want to use the Link Laser Pointer. You get access to the overclock CPU, so this is a bonus 10% skill damage, so this can get the base skill damage up for any of your status effects, which ultimately will lead to them doing more damage over time. You get access to dismantling, so you'll do some more damage to robots, proxies, drones, shit like that. And you'll get the Merv, which can be fun, but yeah, not really a point of this. Okay, so what we are looking at here is we're going for the Scorpio to add an assortment of different status effects to the enemies, including debuffing them so they take more damage. Our offhand, we're going to be using the military P416. That 50% status effect damage and duration is on top of the end number. So no matter what, this is calculated at the end. This is a huge bonus, particularly that damage. This is when you consider capacitor, you consider in sync, perfect in sync. This hands down is the highest damage buff to your status effects, not including adding that duration. So you're double dipping. For the offhand, of course, we're going to go with our backup boomstick because it's just overall the best choice we got. We got Future Perfect on this, so you can get an overcharge if you're able to down an enemy with this. As far as the gear sets go, we're going to be using 4 pieces of Eclipse Protocol. This will give us the 2-piece status effects of plus 15%, 3-piece skill haste 15%, hazard protection 30%. Believe it or not, that hazard protection is pretty beneficial because you'll find yourself amidst your status effects often. And the big reason we're using the 4-piece, the indirect transmission. Your status effects now spread on kill to all enemies within 10 meters and refresh 50% of the duration. Now, we are going to elect to use the chest piece for the proliferation. Increases indirect transmission range from 10 to 15 meters and refresh percentage from 50% to 75%. And while it looks like on the surface that that range increase from 10 to 15% is only a 50%, it's not. You got to remember it's an area. So when you account for pi, it's actually a 66% bonus to the amount of area that you're now occupying with this. And that 50 to 75%, I mean, you're cranking it up. If you're able to use that in conjunction with perpetuation, your status effects will last nearly forever and ever. And okay, I'm being hyperbolic. Anyway, as far as the one high-end piece we're going to use, we're going to go with the Goland for the status effects. You notice this is plus 170 armor. This is armor core on this, but we are running with the Tactician. So we do get that +1 skill tier from the Amped. The interesting thing about this is we did try running with Firewall for that 20% burn duration to use that in conjunction with some of the skills. You still end up doing more damage, and it's better for the build, and you can get some extra survivability running an armor core. So we're going with Creeping Death. There's the other options. So there's 2 options that I think are viable. One is Creeping Death, so that you can make sure to spread your status effects immediately. That way you have a greater chance of killing one of those enemies and then spreading all the status effects around. Another option that is totally viable and totally cool is to run with Galvanize when you're running with the team. I think we may actually try that if I have the presence of mind while we're running the countdown to throw this guy on for a bit of it. This will help to give your team bonus armor quite often. And this is a great reason to run the 170 armor on your backpack because that's giving extra bonus armor to your team. But for now, we're going to start with Creeping Death just to get our status effects all over the place. For the exotic, we will be running with the Imperial Dynasty for the Dragon's Glare, and that will make it so once every 35 seconds we can catch an enemy on fire. If we kill that enemy, it'll spread the fire around. And if Creeping Death is off of cooldown, this can spread that burn around. To be honest, the burn is the weakest of all of our status effects, so we would prefer Creeping Death to be proc, primarily for the bleed. For the bleed or the bleed. Yeah, we pretty much want it for the bleed. So we're gonna try to make them bleed. One other thing to note, agents, is we are gonna want to stack status effects on every single piece. And where we have the room for it, we want to squeeze in extra skill damage just to get our base up. Alright, now let's go ahead and cover the skills we're using. You can choose whatever you want, anything that causes status effects, you could try to work into this build. For this particular build in the countdown, to have area denial, we're going to be running the shock traps, so this will help to shut down hallways. The radius is actually pretty large, so we throw them out. So these are highly effective. And then for our actual damage, we will be using the Stinger Hive. So you guys can see in this format, we only have 776,000 as the base damage, but our base bleed is 64,000. So that'll tick up pretty quick. I believe that we've seen, when you take into account team buffs, things like that, perpetuation stuff, we've seen bleed ticks over 100,000. So it's not too hard to hit. Let's go ahead and, am I forgetting anything here? Am I forgetting anything, guys? If I forgot something, throw it down in the comment. Oh, yeah, one I think I might as well recommend. We got the EMP grenade since we're running the Tactician, so you can use this, and this will benefit from the Eclipse protocol if they die while under the EMP, or from the Creeping Death. So, yeah, food for thought. All right, all we got to do now is go through the gameplay mechanics. Normally I'd go into the range, do all that stuff, but you know what? Let's just go in and let me know what you guys think. I'm just going to try to remember to commentate as we go ahead and just start rocking it. Let's see. Is anybody even playing this anymore? It's a Friday right now, so we'll see. In a lot of the heroic content, this build will work solo as long as you're able to bottleneck dudes. You just got to worry about being surrounded. For most of this, as long as I'm either with a battle buddy or I'm careful, I should be fine. We'll see. Maybe I'll get my ass handed to me. I doubt it, but we'll see. Strange things have happened.
We need to remove the virus from the control servers and restore comms.
Reactor unstable. Emergency lockdown protocols activated. 15 minutes lockdown. Communication relay offline. Immediate medical assistance needed.
And see, we're still good. We're not pulsed. Alright, we're going to run right through that.
Yo, we missed one. Overhead.
You gotta love that dude that starts screaming like he knows something that nobody else does, dude. It's like, dude, everybody's doing their thing, dude. Don't worry about it. As long as we have one battle buddy. So, yeah, basically, this is just a lot of running and gunning and, yeah. Oh, yeah.
High-risk target approaching.
Well, apparently our hive's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, shit.
Area secure. You are now group leader.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to swap over to Galvanize.
Critical systems exposed.
That was terrible. That's not what we meant to have happen.
Data transfer halted. High-risk target detected.
I'll go check out and see what that is. Yeah.
Agent, head to the administration building.
Gotta blow up my hive. It sucks, but I don't know where it's at. So I'm not gonna go looking for it.
I know it's your favorite job. Need you to search the control room and find the server.
Warning, system breach. Initiating safety protocol.
Nice job. You're a pro. Now, just need you to find another server.
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Communication system shutdown initiated. Override safety protocol to cancel. Warning, system breach. Initiating safety protocol.
Incoming. High-risk hostile. rebooted. Communications restored.
Nice. The plant's secure. Now let's get you out of there. Move to the extraction point.
So what we're going to try to do is get out here.
System disrupted.
Agent, stay frosty. Hunters incoming.
System back online. Serious trouble.
Don't let me get downed already. That would be really shitty after I'm getting all these things set up for everybody else.
Helo is ready when you are. Shoot a flare to signal tourists.
An agent needs assistance. System malfunctioning. System restored.
Alright, so you guys see, this is basically what the whole end of it is, just this. Just waiting until like 10 seconds left or something.
Taurus sees you. Helo inbound. Let's get you home.
Come on, we got it. We can kill them in 10 seconds.
An agent is no longer in your group.
You kept the lights on. This entire region owes you a debt of gratitude that they can never repay. Thank you, Agent.
Yep. Well, agents, so my opinion is that the Imperial dance party build works great, even in the rain, even in legendary content. I mean, it just does what it's supposed to do. So, I mean, the gameplay really speaks for itself. Cool build, not too hard to gear for, and just you don't even have to think about it. No, you actually do. The only tricky part is you just got to make sure you're not in a terrible position because you don't have any form of healing. You're kind of depending on your team and your med kits. Other than that, it's pretty awesome. So thank you so much for checking this out, agents. You guys be as safe as you need to be out there. Do me a favor, on the way out of here, if you haven't already, smash that like button for me. Hopefully today, I have earned your subscription. Best thing you can do to help my channel is share this video. Leave your comments down below. Everybody be as safe as you need to be. I'll catch you, agents, in the dark zone or the countdown.